Morning, guys. It's Monday morning, March 30th. Yesterday was my birthday. I turned 29. I look 29, right? It was such a crazy weekend. I did not get on and read any of our chapters from our secret school. So we're on chapter 4. And if you can ignore Mason, say hi, Mason. And Mickey Mouse Clubhouse in the background. I'm going to read chapter 4 and try to get it uploaded really quick. So, when we left, Ida's trying to decide whether or not she's going to teach school. She really wants to graduate so she can go to high school. And her friend Tom wants to be able to go to high school too. So, chapter 4. The next day, during mid-morning recess, Ida approached Tom. "I want to talk to you," she announced quietly. Without another word, she headed for the pond. "Still angry at me?" Tom asked when he caught up with her. "I wasn't really," she said, "just upset about school, that's all." "Me too. When I told my folks, they were hopping mad about it. Back in Germany, before they came here, they didn't get much learning, so they were really hoping I'd go on to high school. Want me to be something different than they are." I'm holding the phone with one hand, so it's gonna take a little bit. We'll see how this goes. At first, I remained quiet. Then, shyly, she said, "I was thinking over what you said about me being the teacher. You could do it. My ma says that I'd have to ask Mr. Jordan." Tom shook his head. The old geezer would never agree. I know. Ida looked up at Tom's long face, with its almost but not quite turned up nose. He seemed serious, too, but when he pushed his hair away from his forehead, a habit of his, Ida saw a gleam in his brown eyes. "So, if we did it," he said, smiling, "it'd have to be done in secret." "That's what you're thinking." Ida nodded. "And that means all the rest would have to agree." Ida nodded. "You game to asking them?" Tom said. Ida took a moment. "Yes," she whispered. Tom grinned. "We'd have to plan for when Mrs. Fletcher goes," Ida said to the other kids as they ate their lunches of bread with jam or lard or meat slices and apples. "Already got my plan," Herbert laughed. "One long vacation, and it starts the day after tomorrow." "You're always taking a vacation," Susie said. Herbert flushed. "Am not. Working, that's what. My dad says that there ain't no laws can force me to go to school. Unconstitutional." "Look here," Tom cut in impatiently. "With Miss Fletcher gone and the school closed, next year it'll be the same as if we all got held back a whole year." "You mean repeat everything?" Natasha asked. "You heard Mr. Jordan," Tom said. "School board won't bring in another teacher, which means you'll get no credit for this year. And Ida and I, we won't get our exit tests." Ida said, "It's just Tom and me who need them, but I bet you would hate it a lot if you didn't get credit for your whole 4th grade year." "Yeah," Herbert said. "Then you'd grow up to be dumb old man like Ida." Oh, dumb old maid like Ida. Ida gave him a look. Charlie said, "Then what are you fixin' to do about it?" Ida felt her heart beat faster. "Tom," she said, "had a notion." Everyone looked at Tom. "Who is the most smartest of everybody here?" he asked. For a moment, no one said anything. Then Natasha said, "I'm the best speller, and you're the best at math. But all in all, for high marks, I guess it's Ida." "So I say," Tom said, "Ida should become our teacher." "My own sister, the teacher?" Flex cried out with dismay. Everyone bursted out laughing. "I'm serious," Tom went on. "We have to have a teacher, right? Except Mr. Jordan says that the school board won't get one until next year. But if we got one now and did our own schooling, everyone could move on to the next grade. And Ida and I could take our exams. She knows what to do. Let's let her be the teacher. How are you going to make sure we behave? Herbert said with a grin. Get out a switch. Switch whippings is mean, Mary said. And I don't believe in it, Ida said. Then how? Herbert challenged her. Ida shrugged. I'd find some way. You gonna join? Okay. All right, come on. He's got headphones on. I don't know why.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. Ida shrugged. Find some way. Hey, Herbert said. It'd be worth coming to school just to see you try. Everyone laughed again. But, Natasha said earnestly, what about the school board? Think they'd let you, pay and everything?
Go.
I wouldn't ask for pay, said Ida. I'd do it for nothing. Mr. Skinnerflint Jordan would love that, Herbert said. But the main thing is, Tom said, because I bet the school board won't let us do it. We won't ask. We'll just do it on our own.
No.
A secret teacher? Flex said. A secret school, said Mary. But, Natasha said with dismay, I already told my parents school was going to be closed. The other children nodded. They had too. Tom said, well, then just tell them that things got changed a little and school is going on. Which it would be. Mostly. No fibbing there. But what if they ask who's teaching, Natasha said. Say you don't know yet. People are going to find out at the last day exams, Charlie pointed out. Be too late by then, Tom said. Well, I do love secrets, Herbert said. All in favor, raise your hands, Tom said after a moment. All 8 hands shot up. Then I guess, Ida said, I'm your new teacher. The decision was made, and the children sat there waiting for Ida to say something. Just remember, she said softly, this really does need to be a secret. Now go play. When the other children ran off, Ida and Tom stayed behind. Ida sighed. I can't believe we're doing this. You nervous? I think so. Know what my uncle told me? Ida shook her head. Said if you want to try something new, and you're not scared, that means you ain't really trying something new. Maybe I'm too scared, Ida said with a smile. Which scares you the most? Tom pressed. Teaching or not going to high school? I think I'd hate myself if I didn't even try everything to get there, Ida said after a moment. Well, Tom said, if I had to pick between hating myself and scaring myself, I guess I'd know what I would do. What? Oh no, Tom said, getting up. Last time I suggested what you could do, you got mad at me. You're going to have to decide for yourself. He grew thoughtful. But if you do it, we still get to be friends. Ida blushed. Tom grinned. Just asking. He walked away. United untied Ruckus and then led him to a shady spot to graze.
Me.
Remember,
No.
Ruckus is the mule.
Me.
You? Yeah. Ida watched Tom go and then strolled down to the little pond back behind the schoolhouse. On hands and knees, she studied her reflection in the still water. She was sure she didn't look like a school teacher. After making sure no one was watching, Ida undid her braid and then pulled back her hair and looked at herself again. Ida, who gazed back at her now, appeared a little older, a little more like a teacher. The bell rang. Quickly, Ida rebraided her hair and ran back to the school. Well, Tom whispered to her when she slipped into her bench next to him. I'm going to be scared, Ida answered softly. Very scared. Alright, that is the end of chapter 4. So tomorrow we'll read chapter 5, and I'll try to get it read tonight and uploaded so you guys have it in the morning. And maybe Mason won't be all up in our business. Bye, guys. I miss you.